Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to I'm No Rookie episode 2. My name is Plywood. We were supposed to start about an hour ago, but we ran into some technical issues with our RTMP server connecting to Twitch. But better late than never, I always say. And here with me is Eriphram, who will be my student as we teach a little bit of Metal Gear Ghost Babel, the 2000 Game Boy Color game, and the last 2D game that you need to put under your belt to be a full 2D runner. Isn't that right, Airfram?
Heck yeah, unless I'm gonna go stalk some Santa Claus or something on some Flash game.
Yeah. Go for the fan game, the classic fan game stuff. But yeah, so if anyone is unaware of what this is a show where we have someone on in the community learning a new game, maybe improving their skills at a game they're learning, that sort of thing, with someone who has a good grasp on the game. And I have a fairly good grasp on Ghost Babel. We've been running this game for several years now, both normal and very hard and VR and all that. So this should be a fun time. We are going to be uh, getting the good education for Eriphram for the first few levels of Ghost Babel. There's 13. We're not going to be able to get through all of them in this episode, but we'll be able to get through a few of them at the very least. I think we can get through 4. And then following that, we're going to do some sequential plays of each of the levels. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll ask you right now, since, we keep this fairly casual. Would you rather go through each level and then just do like several runs of that level, and then at the very end we do one full 1 through 4? How does that sound?
That sounds pretty good. That's a good way to reinforce it. Unless I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed at some point, then I'll just say, "Hey, let's do it that way."
Fantastic. So with that being said, let's move it on over to our teaching page. And just to confirm, you have the oh, where am I? Here I am. Don't worry. Don't
All
worry.
right, well, I'm ready to race. I'm gonna lose this race. I'm no racer.
The true race of me starting the stream. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We're here. So, here's how this is going to work. We're going to go through each stage, first 4 stages. Uh, I'm going to go over some of the basics of the game in the first stage, since there's not a whole lot to talk about. Most people can learn this stage in a very short period of time. And Eriphram has quite a lot of experience with 2D Metal Gear, so I'm not too concerned about that. But you have your restream viewer up to see what's what, right?
Yep, I got it up and going.
All right, fantastic. So, that being said, let's get right into it. So, the big difference with this game compared to the other 2D games, which I'm sure you're already aware, is the stage-based structure and the 8-directional movement, which is going to figure a lot into how we play this game,
Yeah.
as you can probably guess. Um, if you go to your options menu, the only thing that's really important, I would set your text flow to automatic, and then I would have radar on. You do actually save a little bit of real time by having radar off, but I like having the radar on for some visual cue purposes. So I would suggest keeping it on and then having your text flow to manual. Um, I want to dispel a very common misconception with this game, that people think you have to mash to skip through codecs. That is not the case. You can just hold B. Um, some
I
people,
love it.
yeah, it's great. You don't have to mash. You just hold the button and you're good. Um, he's going to be playing on the Japanese version. I'm playing on a PAL cart. Japanese is the fastest language. I'm not sure which language here is the fastest. I'm just going to play on English so people can read along if they want. And with that being said, let's get right into it with stage 1. So the first stage of this game is pretty straightforward. We're going to be mostly just holding up the whole time with some dodging involved. Since we're playing on normal, we don't really care about alerts or taking using rations or anything like that, unless you're going for the Doberman rank. And as I understand, you're just trying to finish the game as fast as possible, right?
Yep, just any percent taking the carefree style of MSX further.
Fantastic. So I can confirm though that this game is not as carefree as MSX any percent.
I know, I'm just trying to be hopeful.
you know, I have to level with you. Got to level with you. So right at the start, let's go over some basic controls, and you can play along with me as well or watch, whichever you prefer. But we're going to go over just some of the basics of this game. So
Okay.
obviously, like I said earlier, you can run in diagonals, and diagonal movement is going to be really key throughout this run because obviously it's a lot easier to turn a corner by just holding the diagonal than holding left than perfectly turning up, you know? So holding diagonals around corners is a really good idea. If you press start, you'll start crawling, which there are a few times in this run that we will be crawling. We'll actually be crawling in the next stage, stage 2. 3 punches knocks out a guard. And we'll be using punches quite a bit throughout this run. And then, pretty important mechanic as well is if you go against a wall, hold a direction, you can go against a wall and you can actually crawl along it, sidle along. And you can knock on that wall. And it doesn't matter what surface it is, you can make a knock. And in typical Metal Gear fashion, if a guard hears noise, they'll go investigate it. But there is a caveat with this noise mechanic, and is one of the more, depending on how you look at it, what keeps the game interesting and also a little bit frustrating. And hopefully I can demonstrate it for you right now and everyone watching. So if you make a noise, a guard will go investigate. And if you notice, he just looked around. So the guard can look around while he goes and investigates anywhere along his path. And that can mess up your timings because he doesn't have to like immediately go to the spot he's trying to investigate. He could interrupt himself at any time. So
that's interesting.
yes, so you have to always be ready if you ever do any strat that involves noise when you're being stealthy, that they could throw you for a loop. So there's that. And then another key thing with the diagonal movement, and we'll go on alert here to demonstrate. So guards in Ghost Babel aren't that smart. They will attack in whatever direction you're moving. So as you can see, if I can get them, you'll see that they're shooting diagonally when they really should be shooting to the right. Like let's say this hedge. So I'm holding down left, and this guard really should shoot to the left, but because I'm going to hold down left, he's going to shoot into the bush rather than me, or, you know, hit me. But you get the idea, right? So this will be very important in stage 3 specifically, but this is useful throughout the whole entire run, since there are times where we're going to be on alert, and we obviously don't want to get knocked to our feet or get shot or anything like that. We want them to avoid us. So it's a good idea to use as much diagonal movement as possible, in part because of that, because you're more likely to avoid getting hit if you do that.
Okay.
All right. And then besides that, Menuing is kind of awkward in this game. We'll mention that now. Thankfully, when you menu, the IGT is paused, so it doesn't matter how badly you do your menus. If you're slow, it doesn't matter. But I don't have a ration yet, but be aware that if you want to just use a ration while you're in the menu, you don't want to like hit confirm, which is A. You want to use B while you're on the ration item, and then you'll use it. Or you can equip it, but it's something to be aware of. The menus are a bit weird just because there's only 4 buttons and a D-pad. It's kind of hard to deal with.
Right.
But thankfully you don't have to unlike the other 2D Metal Gear games where memorizing your menus is how you get really good at the game like really fast. It doesn't matter in this game aside for like RTA.
Yeah, I'm glad for that, just because I know how wonky it was during my casual playthrough of where the heck did that item go?
Okay, so that's the basics. Any questions so far before we get into stage 1 proper?
Not yet. Let's do it.
All right, so here's stage 1. Some people go to the left. It doesn't really matter here. I've always go right, so I'm gonna hold upright and go past this guard. And I'll be pausing throughout just to say what's about to happen. So this guard, I'm gonna be just to the right of this path. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, right. You have to go around. Trust me, I'm a professional. You have to go around this guard, so to the left of the path. It's okay because this is the first screen of the game. It's very simple. It's very simple.
Plywood, I got pen here. I can't erase pen.
Dang it. He's like, come on, Plywood. You told me to the right, and it's actually to the left. Trust me, I'm a professional. Okay, so let's get the timer going so we keep ourselves to task. So on this next screen, I'm holding upright and just holding upright until I get to this spot. Now I'm going to hold up left. As you just noticed, the alert cleared. So various screens in this game will clear alerts, but not all of them. So just be aware of that. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you get on alert, like right there. In other areas of the game, it really does matter if you get on alert. Okay, so here I'm going to hold up right, go along this mud. Don't go in the mud because you'll slow down. You can be like on the edge of the mud, but like don't go into the mud. You will get super slow. Like here's a demonstration. But you can be like right along the edge of the mud. And then this is the really tricky part. You can thread the needle, but you have to do like a very little delay to get through that needle. Like it's very small, but I'll hold up, do a little bit of a tap, not too much that you go right along that guy, and then you squeeze right by. That's like the hardest screen out of all of them, but
Okay.
it's not too bad. So I'm gonna do it one more time. Again, simplest level in the whole game. Anyone can learn this level in about 5 minutes. So hold up right on this screen until we get to this hedge. Then we hold up left. This guard will always notice us, but we're not in any risk. Hold up right. Go along the mud. Get past this guard. And just hold up until we get to this hedge. I think I'm going to hold upright. Get along this guard. And boom. Thread the needle. And that's stage 1. If everything goes right, you'll get a 35 every time. And that's the fastest you can complete.
Awesome.
All right. So with that, do you have any questions about stage 1 as it stands?
No, not yet. We just don't pick anything up, and we just
Yep.
go.
That's right. You just go. So now's your turn. Let's see you Let's see what you got.
All right. I'm sure I'm not going to come anywhere close near that time. All right. Click back to the game. Here we go. Left of the path. Up right, up left. Up right alongside the mud. Oh, this D-pad's a little wonky.
That I
was supposed to go a little
can't
right
help
there.
you with.
Yeah, that's on me.
Well, now you get to try out dodging these guards, which is its own fun thing in the open. Thread the needle. Nice. That's the hard part. So
Not too bad. 8 minutes, 9 minutes.
terrible. I would say make a save state here, just so we can have one for stage 2, I suppose, and then we'll do
right.
stage 1 again. We all want to see a 35. I think you can get it. Just a few attempts.
What's the easiest? I'll just do a hard reset. That'll be the
Shift.
quickest.
Oh yeah, for yeah.
Just because it was just sitting there for so long.
Yeah, for those wondering at home, there's excellent, great, okay, and terrible for the ranks. And then you can make a save state at the just press start. You can make a save state at the last codec that you get, which is Roger That from Snake.
I'll pretend I know when that's coming up in the
It's after
language here.
this radar explanation. No, Ghost Babel is a very real game that Konami developed and published. For some reason, people think this is a fan game, and if this was a fan game, I would give many hats off, because this is not. It was very professionally made. All right, you can make the save state now.
Do. Up left. Run right up.
Get past that guard.
Boom.
Excellent. Look, you see that? 35. Boom. Took you 2 attempts. It's that easy, folks. Anyone can get a 35.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yes, anyone can do it. Trust me. So, one last thing before we move on. There's one other mechanic I want to talk to you about before we advance. So, let's do that. So, as I mentioned earlier, certain screens will clear alerts, right? But some screens won't. As we saw when you got into alert on the mud screen,
right,
the alert stuck when you crossed. Now, if you're ever in the situation where you're on alert and you don't want to be, here's what you can do. This is cheesy. We just cheese the timer by going back and forth as they eventually come onto screen.
I love cheese.
And whenever the screen blacks out, the IGT isn't ticking. So, you can just keep on like going back and forth if you want, though that's going to take a while. So I try to time it.
Is there any risk of the guard walking right on top of you, or will it always be to your side?
I'm going to say it depends on the screen. If you're concerned about that sort of, like, if you're concerned about that, like the moment you see a guard show up, you should duck out or just keep on rapidly swapping between the screens. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's stage 1. Pretty simple. Like I said, anyone can learn this stage. It literally took us what? I mean, most of the discussion was about the gameplay. It wasn't even about the stage. So, took about 5 minutes to really teach that. But now, of course, it only gets more complex from here. Stage 2 though, not too bad. Stage 2 is not too bad. This is where we're finally getting into some new mechanics. We got cameras to deal with. So we got to be aware of these surveillance cameras, but we're actually going to be using them to our advantage here. So I'm going to hold right and go around this hedge. And then just hold down right along this hedge. And then upright to this bush. And there's going to be this cutscene. This guard is going to lead us to a suppressor for a gun we don't even have, so who cares? Don't mind that. So this is the fortress. This is the Fortress Gallowade we're entering, and we're if you're playing this casually, it's going to be kind of confusing where to go, but thankfully we know where to go. We're speedrunners, so we're going to go to the right immediately. Ignore this guard. Go up past these crates, and here we're going to intentionally cause an alert and get spotted by this camera. And there's 2 reasons for this. 1, we don't want to wait for the camera, that's slow. And 2, by going on alert, doors are going to open. So the time it takes for the door to open is completely gone. All the doors just open immediately, which is pretty nice. Wouldn't you agree?
All right. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to get spotted. And throughout this run, we're going to see this a lot in stage 3 as well. How you handle being on alert will matter because you could get knocked down, you could get hurt, and in the worst circumstances, you could die. So, being able to handle yourself on alert, very important. So, we're going to go past these trucks, just keep on going up. And now we're going to go to the left. So, depending on how these guards move, we may get into evasion, we may stay on alert. It's not set in stone. We can't really control how they move. And even though I said Ghost Babel guards are dumb, there's one thing that they're actually pretty good at. They're pretty good at finding you in evasion. Like it's kind of scary. And even this is important for later, and I want to mention this to you now. Even after an evasion is cleared, they will still be in the area looking for you. Which is why it's good to cheese out alerts, because we don't want like guards sitting around an area looking for us. That's more important for
Yeah.
later, but I wanted to mention that to you. Even though these guards are stupid, the AI pathing searching for you in evasion and afterwards is actually pretty good and pretty
I,
annoying.
rem-
So,
I remember that in the casual playthrough of like, hey, you weren't here before.
yep. So we're gonna go straight left. And after these crates, we're going to go up left, try to avoid this guard, and then end up on this screen. And this codec is the longest codec in the game. We're just going to skip that. Did I have a... Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm just going to skip that codec so we don't have to sit through that. This is like the second half of the stage. After that alert run, we're going to go along these crates. And then once I get to, I'm going to actually use my mouse pointer because this is an emulator. Haha. Once we get to this crate
Hey,
corner, I'm going to punch this guard, okay? I'm just going to hold left and punch the guard. 3 punches and then go. And then this screen, you need to be moving fairly carefully to do this line that I'm doing. If you're not fast, that guard will turn and spot you. If you want to be safe, let me go to the black screen. If you want to be safe, you could... Oops. I turned a little bit early. You could go along this... Oh, not that. No. That's on the way back. If you wanted to be safe, you would just turn at this box and knock him out like that. Anytime you knock out a guard, you lose a second. So you always want it to be worthwhile to knock out a guard, if possible. But you can knock out that guard instead of doing that line to avoid him spotting you.
Okay. Question about guard knockouts. I assume the moment you do a screen transition, even into the truck that's later on in this screen, it resets if he's not
Yes.
already even up at that point. Okay.
Yes, he'll be back up. He'll be back up. And right there, I have the moment I get into the range of the truck, I'm holding up. So don't do this where you're going to the left side. It doesn't change your position in the truck. You always start in the middle. So turn into the truck immediately. And then I hold left to get along the wall. And here I'm going to hold up left. Actually, can you make sure I'm Can you yeah, you can. So you would hold up right, and then the moment you get off the wall, like you're in the area where you can get off the wall, you'll immediately pick up the card and then left, and then I can just hold down, same concept. So I don't have to stay on the wall any longer than I need to. Um
Okay.
that's pretty minor, but you'll get used to it after you play this stage a few times. And then I just hold down to
Yeah.
get out of the truck immediately. Excuse me. Had
Take
to get a good sneeze in. Thank you. So here is where we're going to go on alert for a second time, unless you wanted to be stealthy, but there's not really a reason to be stealthy here. It ends up losing you time because, again, about that door thing,
right.
you have to wait for doors to open. And card doors, like doors where you have to use a card to open, they actually take longer to open than like your regular standard doors that don't require a card.
What you make
So
up in stealth, you're losing door time.
yep, yep, yep. That is why being stealthy on this stage loses you time, which is the case you're going to see quite a bit throughout this run. There are certain places where we want to be stealthy though. So I'm going to intentionally get spotted by this guard. If I wanted to be if I wanted to be stealthy, I would just run along the fence, but we're going to do that. Very important here. So we're going to go down this first path. And this is just to set up the timer for the evasion. It's very key. So I'm going to go like this, and then that guard won't spot me. And then run along this line, basically along this line, and then crouch the moment you get onto the next screen so you can
Oh,
crawl.
could you rewind that a little bit? I looked away, taking some notes, and missed right after you did the line to evade the guard for the evasion timer.
Yeah, so we immediately turn this fence corner,
Okay.
go around, and then along this line in the fence. I'm gonna go straight
Okay.
down, crawl immediately once I get onto the next screen to go through the fence hole. You don't need to equip the card because the door is already going to be open. Basically, if you have the card, the game's just like, okay, that door's open. So you don't even need to equip it in this stage, which is nice.
Does that technique work throughout the rest of the game, or is it just unique to this
Yes.
area?
Yes, you can do that throughout the rest of the game. But
Oh, okay.
most of the time
I
you're going to
never
have the
noticed that.
card equipped anyways because, we're not always going to be running around on alert. So,
Right.
but for here, we don't need to do our menu yet, which is nice. And then count the columns. So 1, 2, 3, go down right. And then we're going to hold upright on this screen. This guard's going to notice us. It doesn't matter. He's not going to get us. We're already out of here. And then there's a hidden door right here. The moment I get off this ladder, I hold down left and then hold left. So I can immediately go through that puddle and then to the ladder that starts stage 3. So a little bit more going on there. A little bit more going on there. You're going to get great in part because of the alerts, though. I think We'll see. So let's do stage 2 one more time. Do you have any questions off the cuff right now before I do a
Not
demo of this again?
not off the cuff, just was gonna wanted to full level overview again. So
All right, so we go along this hedge. They aren't going to hit us. And then I go along this hedge. Wait for that cutscene to stop. Now we're going to go upright. Past this guard. Past this crate. This camera's going to see us, and the doors will open. And then we go up. Hang a left. We're in evasion. Try to avoid getting hit by that guard. It can be a little bit tricky. Long cutscene. 3 punches, knock out that guard. And then avoid getting spotted by this guard if you can. Otherwise, knock him out. That's fine. It's just a 1-second time loss. Not that big of a deal. And it's way worse to get caught there because being on alert here is really rough. Pick up the card. Now we're intentionally going to get spotted. Go down through that little corridor. Go around. Go along that fence line. Crawl under. Oops, I turned a little bit early. This should still be okay. Third set of columns go down right. And then we go up along that little hallway. Go to the secret alcove. And then turn and hold left. That's stage 2. The places to make save states are at the start of the stage, and then after the codec. Those are the places I would say make save states.
yeah.
Because
So
that's like the first half and then the second half.
yeah. So assuming I'm gonna get caught on the way to the truck with the card, because it's first couple times. What's the best way to deal with that if I were to get spotted? Is it to
You
just wait it out in the
just
truck?
nah, don't wait it out on the truck. Just run with it. Like you're probably
Okay,
gonna get hit a few times, but just go
just
with
go.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Waiting it out is not worth. I mean, at that point it was like, well, why don't you just knock out the guard, you know? Um
right.
accept your demons is basically the
So what I'm hearing is MS exit at that point. Just
yeah,
go.
just go. There are times, especially in the next stage, where that is not going to be the case. Like you can't just go, but
Right.
stage
This is
2,
the
it's
start of the
totally
game,
fine.
so
Yep, it's pretty forgiving.
all
All
right,
right,
let's
so
give it
let's
a shot then.
turn it over to you.
Ghost bagel.
Ghost bagels. People always are like, why are people calling it ghost bagel? Bagels are delicious. It's really all that simple.
All right, and down. Oh, wrong way. That's all right. Alert cleared. Use the emulator to its advantage here.
Yep. This is why learning on emulator is so nice.
That wasn't supposed to be up. That was supposed to be down. That's all right. Let's go. Oh, I really don't like this D-pad.
This D-pad is
I should have
big
practiced with it. I should have practiced a little bit before starting this.
practice schmactus. Yeah, that guard, if he's like below you, you want to turn up left as early as possible. That way you can avoid it. Make a save state for this spot.
Oh, That was not the punch button.
You could rewind. Oh, nice. Use the save state. Don't turn up. Like, you should go along the crate and just hold left. You don't need to like turn the corner to hit him. You almost got it.
Flying out of the truck. I love it.
Yeah, that can happen. Which is better than the alternative of being stuck in the truck. All right, so you're just flying by the seat of your pants now. Good luck.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, punch button. Not the B button.
Man, that guy, he spotted you and immediately just smacked you in the face. Yep, third set of columns go down right. Get into that alcove. Boom. All right, that was a you didn't die.
That was a level. That was a level.
You only lost 17 seconds over my run, so that's really not that bad for your first time. You want to try it again?
Yeah, definitely do. Let me make sure. What is the pause key in BizHawk here? Just
it should be spacebar by default.
All right. Seems like it's not set up.
Hotkeys are in config. I would have a rewind, a pause key, and then you could have fast forward and turbo. Turbo is like super speed, and fast forward's just like a little bit. I have my I don't know what controller you're using. What controller are you using aside from one that has a bad D-pad?
I'm currently using a old school Logitech dual action on it. I might bust out a PS1 or PS2 controller during the next learning session if I can get that set up in enough time.
This guy over here, true PC gamer.
Oh, I was young and foolish at one point, and then I was smart and foolish, and we go back and forth. Rewind. That's a lot of different buttons. Let's put that on the left trigger. So pause and rewind. Anything else I need to set up?
Yep, pause, rewind, and if you want like super fast forward, and you can put on turbo.
Yeah, that's already set.
And then just know what your yeah, none of the other stuff is really that important.
Okay. Walking the wrong way there. I go to the bottom again for that?
Yep, you go to the bottom. I mean, it still worked out. You lost probably like, I don't know, 20 frames by doing that or something.
Down along the bottom of the line here?
Yep, along the bottom of the bush.
Okay, am I going to get spotted no matter what?
Yeah, you're going to get spotted unless you knock out the guard. Don't worry about it. Just make sure to run down right. Yeah, just make sure to run down right along the bush so he doesn't shoot you.
All right, and use the diagonals to my advantage.
Yep, that's right. You got it.
All right, route is down behind him, up along the crates that he's against.
Yep, you go behind his back. There are 13 stages in Ghost Babel.
Okay, and then I cross the fence, and then it's up from there?
Yep, up.
and then get spotted by this camera here, and then we resume the normal route, going up to the next screen. We go left, trying not to get shot.
Yep.
Kodak.
Kodak film.
Remember my punch button. Oop. Into the truck.
Hey, you slipped by that guard, which is really nice.
Yep. Left, because diagonals don't get you flat. Down. We're going to get spotted on the way back this time. Down through here. Tight around the fence. Crawl through the hole. We're in evasion now. We're going down. Oh, he spotted me. That's okay.
Yep. Third column, go down right. Or, that guard's there. Good improvisation. Good improvisation. Ooh, that
Don't get
guard.
my butt shot.
That's always a good plan in life. And then turn the corner and you're out of there. That was cleaner. Definitely cleaner. I think we got probably like a 35 there.
Yep.
Oh man, I was on the dot. Bam. Felt it. So only 6 seconds slower than the run I just did. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Do you want to do it one more time, or would you like to go on to stage 3?
Let's do it one more time where I'm not rewinding the entire time.
All right. That sounds like a good idea.
When they get spotted, use the diagonals. Cutscenes.
Is Ghost Babel a good game? It's one of my favorite games ever. It's one of the best games in the series, if you ask me, but I am #biased.
Left.
If you're a fan of this series and you have not played this game, or the 2D Metal Gear games in general, you really should. I'd say at least Metal Gear 2 in this game. MSX, you could pass on that if you want, but I mean, it is, it's the first game in the series, so it has its own charm.
Hey, now, I've got my own biases here. I wouldn't say pass up on the MSX one now.
Hey, you can advocate for original Metal Gear.
Do like a run where you don't have to worry about anything. Any percentage.
Oh yeah, that's great. Metal Gear MSX, that is a fantastic game to speedrun because it is purely memorization as far as I'm aware for any percent.
Hey, I didn't get spotted that time. Nice. Love luck.
Yeah, the 2D Metal Gear games are definitely worth checking out if you've played all the other games. Certainly.
Turbo down the ladder a little, and run left.
Nice. That was even more competent. That was probably like I'm gonna say 31.
No.
Oh. Wait, what happened?
Did I get hit the one time or something? And my movement was not as clean.
Okay. Well, even so, we're getting 30s. I mean, this is a good start. Good start. Man, I was really hoping I was gonna get 2 out of 2. All right. Do you want to do it one more time, or
I'm
shall
good.
we move on
I'm
to
good.
3?
Let's
Yeah,
move
stage
on.
2. Stage 2 is a
dig up
little
my
bit
other
more
adventures there.
complex, but memorization game of where to move, and how to do it. Um, how you feeling so far, Airframe? How are we all feeling, chat? Now on
Ghost
stage
Bagel is
2.
a fantastic game at this point.
Yep, and now it's all gonna go downhill because stage 3 is much harder. This is gonna
Yeah.
take a little bit. So, and the thing is, uh, what we're about to do is in part going to be based on your personal preference and how you would like to do it, which makes it a little weird. Um, okay, so time for stage 3. So, first screen of stage 3, you're on a very tight cycle, to get through this without getting spotted. They just barely make it work. So immediately hold up left, and then I'm gonna go a little bit around this corner. And then what I personally do, you go around this crate to the left and then hold up. Basically, the whole deal is that if you're not fast enough, the guard up top will turn and spot you. You can also do this move, but I used to do this. I don't like it. You have to like get just behind that guard's back because if you turn too early, you'll run into him. So just barely get through. That can be faster, but um, personally, I don't do that because I'd rather not have to worry about turning just properly around that guard's back. So hold up left, get through that crate, and
Yeah, I'd
then
rather go for consistency instead of messing up.
yeah, so because if you don't do that, you're gonna be on alert for this next screen, and there's a sizable likelihood you're gonna get knocked to the floor, and that's not fun. So now hold up right. This screen's now really easy. You just go right at this point. You're just turning the corner and going right. You're gonna love this screen. I know you're gonna love this screen. This is the rat screen. This is what you do. Hold down right. Do nothing else. Can't do that on very hard, but on normal, you just hold down right once you turn the corner. So pretty great. So everything seems like sunshine and rainbows and lollipops. And we're going up the sewer. Everything seems all right. We want to turn tight around this corner. It doesn't really matter because we're going to have to go to the left anyways. And there's going to be a problem. We have some water coming down the sewer, and this is the infamous water skip. Now, I have to say right off the bat that there are multiple ways to set yourself up for this because at the end of the day, this is a buffer. And how you buffer really comes down to your personal preference. On the wiki, if you open up the stage 3 page on the wiki, there are multiple videos of various approaches, how to buffer, and there's even more beyond that. You could check out, you know, Bad Humans Run or Casino Coins Run, My Run, Jaguars Run, and you can see what the various approaches for this are once we get into the water skip proper. The start of it is the same every time, but once we
Yeah.
skip the first water or avoid the first wave, things get a little bit weird. All right, so the way this works is that there's going to be a wave of water that comes down the screen, and we want to avoid getting swept up by the water because bad news. This is gonna be hard. I don't expect you to get this on your first try or even your second try. So don't feel too bad. Uh, this line, we want to run along this line right here. It can be a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, but we want to run along this line.
Left line up.
And then the game's gonna be like, look out, here's the water.
Here, you need a shower.
Let's see, I'm gonna make it right here. Okay. So run along this line, hold up left, and you need to get on this ladder as soon as possible. So, very important here that don't go too wide. I mean, you can still get it if you go wide like this, but really what you want to do is go climb the ladder from the right side. Just that little extra help, because
Yeah.
the water is really close, and you need to be on the ladder to not get swept away. Because if you get swept away, then you have to wait for the next wave, and that's kind of annoying. So not the end of the world, but you do lose some time and some HP, and your HP may become a factor in this stage. So from here, things get a little bit a little bit weird. This is where your personal preference comes into play. I like to do a three punch buffer here while I do a certain movement. You can decide to emulate that for this video or this video. I mean this show, this episode. But I do recommend look at the videos on the wiki maybe right now, if you'd like, and be like, I like this, I don't like that, because the deal is we're trying to get to the next screen, which is over on the west side, at the same time the water is going across the screen, and this is going to avoid us getting swept away. um, what is the exact frame window for this? There's a frame window for this. Let me look up what the actual frame window is. It's not like frame perfect or anything like that. It's not that or hard, but da, 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 da. Yeah. So there's a 10 frame window for this.
Perfect.
Ghost Babel essentially operates at 60 frames per second, so essentially a sixth of a second. And then within that frame window, there's an 8 frame window to skip the next water wave without climbing a ladder. So not frame perfect, but still tricky. So here's how I do it personally, or historically I've done it. Go on the ladder, not let go of up too early. So once the water wave goes past me, because you don't want to like go down like right there when the wave hasn't cleared yet, then you'll get swept by the left corner. So wait for it passes and then go. And I do 1, 2, 3. So that barely worked. You saw the water just came onto screen, but I crossed it as the water was coming on. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. I'm like paying attention to my movement here. I'm like running to this onto that sidewalk, whatever you want to call it, that walkway. Clear it. And that was actually perfect. So, because the way I know that was perfect, um, is by the audio. You'll hear the wave clear the screen as you come onto this screen, which means I hit the frame window for the next water skip. I would not worry about this right now, but I'll demonstrate it anyways since I hit the wave timing.
Okay.
If you did hit the frame timing, you can skip the next wave with some tight movement. So you see, once I got into this corridor, deep enough into this corridor, I took damage, but I didn't get swept away, which is the other water skip or wave skip. I would not worry about this. Just worry about that second wave because it's not really worth thinking about this right now.
All right.
IMO.
Can you show it one more time though? I just want to see that room again as you move up to this one here.
Yep. So
Yeah.
go here. Don't go down too early like I just did. Demonstrating bad play. This is key. So I actually hit the timing again. go around, boom. Now, if I wanted to be safe, that's what I do. Just go to the ladder.
Okay.
You lose a few seconds, but it's much better than getting swept away. Because if you get swept away here, you can check out where I go. Go all the way over here. Kind of annoying. Then if I try to make this, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Yep, not going to make it. Just annoying. So it's better to be safe than sorry on that front. One more time. Go to this ladder. Wait for the wave to clear. 1, 2, 3. Get onto the walkway. Turn. And this time I'm going to play it safe. So the wave's going to come. And now we go, once we turn this, we just hold right. And then we're actually going to do a wave skip right there. Like the timing works just perfectly if you do like that safety strap with the ladder that we clear the next wave. Not really much to think about there.
Okay.
And then we go to this ladder, the ladder on the right, not this ladder, this ladder. Very important we take the correct ladder here. Go up the ladder. And then hold up right, and then we're going to go into part 2, stage 3. We're not going to do that just yet because, that's the sewers themselves are pretty complicated. So let's just do the sewer all on its own together. The difficulty really spikes in this stage, so turn the crate, hold up right, go to the right. These screens are, aside from the first screen, like these screens are pretty simple. Down right, easy.
Best screen of the game.
Yeah, not much going on there. The song is really good, but we only hear like the first like 10 seconds of it. um, they're running away from the water. We're going towards it because that's just who we are. Go along this line in the water. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, let me turn that on. Yeah, I forgot. Thanks for mentioning that. Okay, I need to just reload the state. Hold up left, get on the ladder as soon as possible. Wait for the wave to clear to go down. 3 punches. Get on the side. Walk. Perfect. So I'm gonna do the harder strat, but again, just take the ladder. Don't worry about it. Just demonstrating what you can do. Then get to this ladder. Boom. And that's the sewers. If you do it right, it goes by very quickly. But the water skip is like you really got to have a feel for your movements. And you have to know when to get off the ladder and all of that. There's actually a setup, I think it's the setup that Jag prefers, and it's purely radar based. Like you watch the radar for the water wave to hit a certain point, and then you go down and just run straight for the exit. So like I said, a lot of different ways to do it. Um, you'll figure out your own preference, but for now you can try out my method. Any questions
Absolutely.
before we you try out the first part of this stage?
No, let's go drown.
All right, fantastic.
And I swapped my controller, so hopefully I can't use my controller as an excuse anymore.
Okay, cool. Is the controller working?
I think so. We're gonna find out. Do.
So make a save state once the you see Snake again here.
Oh, that feels so much better.
Oh, you don't turn. Like
Don't
once
turn?
you turned right at the end, like you're making yourself slower. Like you want to clear the
Ah,
screen as fast as possible on that first screen. So you don't
okay.
um cuz like if you see like the guards started turning, so like you were barely there. Man, I'm getting a ton of notifications for no good reason. And
This is
then
probably a good place.
once the guards are done talking, make a save state there, and then you can make a save state once the cutscene of the first wave being cleared is done. If you want, you make two different save states. Nothing will happen until you get close enough. So, all right, make a save state here. All right, good luck. Ah, very close. I would just reload the state rather than rewinding. It's kind of awkward when you rewind. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be too much. Yeah, so if you fail, like in an actual run, if you failed it, just go back on the first ladder and try again.
start the sequence again.
Yeah, you just start the sequence all over again. Ooh, you just got it. Nice. All right, go to that ladder. Wait for the water to clear. Run like heck. Awesome. Hey,
We're here.
You did it.
Yeah,
You want to do it again?
absolutely.
It's that go get 'em attitude. That's why this guy has records. It's because Eriphram is, pretty good at 2D games. He's played a lot of them, though. This one definitely feels a bit different from the other ones. That's for sure.
As long as I keep it tight, I clear that just in time.
I see you're doing the first walkway, which is totally fine. Oh, look at this guy! Dang, he actually got the tight strat. Everyone, please drop a PogChamp in chat for this guy. Boom. That was awesome.
And then let's walk it back one more time. String it all together.
Very good. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, don't turn upright. Like, you're turning upright, and that puts you at risk since you're spending more time on that first screen. Wait until the next screen to start turning upright.
Oh, around here am I doing it?
The very first screen, right at the end, you started. I can just show you what I mean. This is what you're doing. You're going like this. You're holding up right here, and if you notice, let me rewind.
Okay.
Like the guard's starting to turn, so you're putting yourself at risk.
Okay, I see it
Versus
now.
if you just hold straight up at the um once you clear the crate on the top crate, just hold up. That way
Okay.
you're going into the next screen as soon as possible, not turning, not adding any other direction. Okay. That's like the only like important thing. Like the other screen's like whatever, but
Right.
all right, buddy, let's see it.
Downright.
Downright, boom. Make it look easy. See, it's a nice mix of like really difficult and tricky and just free, you know? Classic.
Yeah. Up, 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 up.
Yep, so we go along that line in the water. Good. That ladder as soon as possible. Nice. Oh. 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 Why did I even call this show I'm No Rookie? Because you're demonstrating that right now. Dang. All right, so that's the sewers. You picked up quick on that. Very good. All right, so now we're getting into the tower. This is part 2. Now is
Alright.
the time for part 2. So you climb the ladder. I mean, my save state is over here, but you climb the ladder. We're looking for a girl in a red cap. We know where that is, but if you don't know where that is, this is just like a big maze. So the start of this, we're going to be on alert, and there's a lot going on here. So I'm actually going to turn the game speed down.
Plywood, if you're talking, I don't hear you anymore, buddy.
Oh geez. Okay. I see a problem. I see a problem with having my hotkey for um
Slow
slowing
down
down the game.
patching, dude.
And okay. It's okay. We're here now. We're here now. So we're slowing the game speed down because there's a lot going on in this screen. We're back. We're back, folks. We're back. So I hold up left. Then I'm gonna hold down left. The skirt's gonna shoot like a fool into the corner because I'm holding down left. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because if I held
Right.
left here, what's it gonna
You'd
do?
be shot in the
Yep,
butt.
yep, I'm gonna get shot. So now we're gonna hold down right. As long as you're moving well, that guard should not hit you. And then here I'm literally just holding down because you see like he's gonna get moved. As long as you're like enough askew of the corner, you're not gonna like go against the wall. So like here, all I have to do, as long as I'm along this crate, um, the left crate, I can just hold down. Okay. Then next screen,
Okay.
this is what I call the cross screen since it's a cross. I'm gonna hold right. And then here, hold down left. And then see that guard's now hitting not in my direction. So show that one more time. Go around, down left. He's going to hit the wrong way. Holding upright. And then I think it's around here. It's been a while since I've run this category, but around here I'm going to hold down right. Yep, pass by those guards. Down right. This guard can hit you or shoot you. There's not much you can do about it. It's whatever. You could try to knock him out if you want, but I wouldn't really worry about that. Make sure I'm not muted in OBS or Discord. Cool. Okay, so let's do this at full speed. Down left. Oh, I did a little bit too early or too late, I guess. See, here's the problem. Like if you go at just the right angle, you'll get stuck in the corner. So be aware of that. That's why I'm changing direction. That time I held up left along that crate. Right. Boom. Oh, I did it. I did this guy juked me hard. You see how hard this guy really juked me. Man. Oh, okay. Don't get caught up on the crates. I need to actually look at my normal run to see what there's like a point where I hold along this room, along the top side, I go down right, which should fairly consistently avoid me getting hit. If you get hit here, it's okay. Like it happens. Yeah, you get hit. There's a lot of guards and there's not this room is kind of tricky because it's just this big open room. So we can't run along a wall very easily here without losing time. So you get hit, whatever. Then here, hope this guard. Yeah, that's what you want to see. This guard just shoots before you turn the corner, which looks really goofy. But again, he's he's moving up right. I gotta shoot up right. I'm not even there yet. This room, there's nothing. It's just gas. Don't worry about it. We don't need a gas mask. You see how big our O2 gauge is? We don't need a gas mask.
And you don't even have to eat rations for this one.
Nope. All right, this is one of the hardest rooms in the game, I think, movement-wise, because there's a lot of turns. So we're going to be snaking our way around. Don't even worry about this guard. Just go. Don't worry about him. Just go. Because the next room is going to clear the alert. We're going in here to get a card. It's a level 2 card, and we're actually going to equip this card. We need it. So at some point, you need to equip the card. You could have done it in the previous stage. It doesn't really matter, but at some point, you need to equip the card. And if your movement's really crisp, you can get past this guard. Now, if you get caught on any corner, if you go the wrong way at all in this room, you need to knock this guard out. And I would just say, just knock the guard out. Don't even worry about it. Take the 1 second, because it's very important that at this point we do not take an alert. The reason is, if you're on alert, the next screen's not going to clear it, nor the next screen. And for us to use the elevator, we can't be on alert, which means we then have to wait it out, which is slow. So taking the 1 second to knock this guard out, very worthwhile. So this is a card door, and this stage we're getting into more of the mechanics of the game. If you hold, when the door is opening, you'll notice there's this animation of the door opening, right? If I hold up here, Snake goes against a wall that's no longer there, which is funny, but it loses frames. So what you can do is either you delay and wait for the door to open, or you can do a one punch buffer and go through. But don't hold up into a door that's a card door, because you'll lose, I can't remember what it is. It's like 10 frames or 15 frames. It's not like a full second, but you'll lose, and there's a lot of card doors in this game. So over time, you're going to lose several seconds by holding the direction like that. Hold up right. Ignore that item. It's a gas mask. We don't need it, as I've already explained. Another card door. And then we're at the elevator. Okay, so rather than finish off with the second floor, let's do this one more time together. Oh, by the way, you can pick up that ration if you want. It's not optimal, but starting out, it's fine. It's if you're like concerned you might die on stage 3 specifically, or start of stage 4, but you don't need it. So I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
There we go. Nice. That was, ideal. Pretty ideal for the tower alert. Ignore this guard. He's always going to miss. Pick up the card. Equip the card at this point. You could do it earlier if you want, but equip the card. Turn as tightly as you can around the crates. And if you clear it, you can do that. But if you ever delay, just knock the guard out. And now we go upright. Downright. And interact with the elevator. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now it's your turn. We'll
All
see
right.
the first chunk of the tower.
Oops. All right, there we go. Now we're moving.
Oh yeah, always try to be on the left of doors like that. Same with card doors.
Oh, wrong side. All right.
Nice.
I should go down and not up. So let's go fix that. Gas room, so we're just gonna run. Just go.
Oh man, that guy's talented. Though that's a talent we all share in this game, which I haven't explained yet, which is the corner punching. Because it hasn't really been a factor yet, but yep, equip the card. Yep, just knock the guard out. Nice. As you can see, knowing which direction to hold becomes pretty important in the tower. So you're knowing, okay, I have to hold upright on this screen, right on this screen. Oh, so since we're here, I want to explain something about the elevator. There's actually a range to the button. Like you don't have to hit it right on the panel itself. You can even hit it like right uh here, like on the door itself. It still will work. I think they
Yeah.
did this just so, people don't get frustrated because it's like, oh, I have to be right here to interact with it, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
this will be a factor whenever we're coming from the right side of a door, because then we just hit the door itself to open it. Um, all right, you want to do the that
Yeah,
movement
let's do it
again?
again.
This is where things get a little bit more complicated. 1 and 2 are pretty breezy, but 3 not so much. Nice.
Down. Down.
Down, down, down we go. What was that guard doing? Oh man. This is why we like Ghost Babel, folks. Nice. I really like that room though, that gas room, because it really tests your cornering ability. Ooh, God. Saved a second. What a baller.
I was feeling it, you know?
You were on the right pace. Man, I gotta be worried. This guy is already like, it's like, yeah, I'll do the harder wave skip. Yeah, I'll do that too. Yeah, I'll do that too. Okay. Now for the last part. The last part of this. We're almost there. This part, the last floor really isn't that hard. So, we're in good shape. But we have another mechanic to explain. Is when you get in the elevator, we're gonna see two big buttons. One's pointing down, one's pointing up. If
Oh
it's
no.
blacked out, you can't go that direction, so we go up. Um, so you hold up right or up left, depending on where you're going. Now, as I mentioned to you earlier, whenever you menu in this game, like you open up the pause menu, uh, the IGT stops ticking. But there is a weird side effect of this. Whenever we interact with this door, there's an animation of the door closing, right? We can menu, the animation will still happen, but the IGT is not ticking. So every time you use an elevator in this game, you want to press the button and then immediately pause. Okay. And then the door animation will happen. And this is a really good time to do any menuing. Whenever you're in an elevator is a very good time to do menuing because you're already opening up your menu. Um, that's just for like that's good for memorization. And it's just good for speed in general. It doesn't matter in game time wise, but you're not doing anything in the elevator anyways. So we do that. And then I count the lines, like the red dots and the lines crossing by, to know when to pause again when the elevator lands. So I think we've crossed 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Then I pause again when the door lands or the elevator lands, and then I pause and the door's open. I forget how much it saves, but There's only one
It
elevator
adds
in
up.
this stage. It's not really that big of a deal, but like stage 5, you ride the elevator like, I don't know, 6 times or something. So in that stage, and then throughout the whole run, it really adds up. Okay, so we go up and then through that door. Now we're gonna go down. And now we're in the spiral. So I'm gonna hold down right. That guard's going to, do his thing, hit the wall, shoot the wall. And we're going around the spiral, around the spiral. Okay, very important here. Go right. Don't go left. Go right. If you go left, you are going to go to a dead end, and then you're going to have to go all the way around. So go right. And right here, things can get a little bit weird. So we want to get spotted here if at all possible, but sometimes that's not going to happen. The reason being is being on alert here means the next door is open, this door. So if it doesn't happen, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you're losing frames, but that's what we want. This is the laser room. Good news, you don't really have to think about this room too much, but basically, once we get to this point, I want to hold up left, and then the guard is going to punch the door and not me. So there's a line in the floor. It's right here, up left. Then the guard's going to punch the door and not me.
So last tile.
Yep. And then at that corner shadow, you see this corner shadow. I like using this as a visual cue for various things in the run. Because when you see these pillars, there's like this little corner shadow that can be a bit useful visual cue. Anyways, at that corner shadow, I go down left, and we found Chris. First try. I mean, we're really good at this.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see you do it. I don't think I need to show floor 2 again. It's fairly simple.
As long as I remember left from right.
Yep, that's right. Or left, depending.
So. Oh, up. That's right. Up. After the elevator.
The good news is that door does
Not
not
over here.
open, so
Down right.
nice. And which direction are we going, Eriphram?
Left.
No, right.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay. Got me nervous there. You're gonna waste 45 seconds.
Oh, which way is the laser room? I forget which way the
Left.
laser room is.
Left.
Left.
You're going the right way.
There we go. Last tile and up. First try.
Nice. Okay, so that being done, I'm going to do the whole stage for you. And then you're going to do the full stage at least twice. How are you feeling about this stage compared to 1 and 2?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's just memorization at this point.
Yep, that's right. Though, I mean, I gotta say, you are impressing me legitimately. Not in the there student kind of way. The wow, he's actually nailing some pretty tough stuff. Yeah, he's
Petty
actually
approval.
nailing
I
some
appreciate
good movement. So
it.
so now it's time for the whole thing. Thingamajig. Make sure I'm actually okay, good. So
Hey, Plywood, I need 30 seconds before we get started, if that's all right.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
How we doing, chat? How do we feel about this show? If you too would like to be on the show, we have a submission form. It's pinned in the MGSR Discord. Hey, Chelsea, Demexia, Demixia, Demixa. Pinned in the general channel is a submission form. If you are interested in participating, learning a game, um, the format of this depends on the game itself. It's kind of hard for me to teach Airframe this whole game in one sitting would probably be overwhelming, not useful, and take too long. So, some games it's better just to learn bit by bit. If you've already learned a game, but you want to you know, learn some more stuff from someone who's really educated about a game, anything like that, we're flexible. Or if you are knowledgeable about a game and you would like to help out, you can also use that form pinned in the MGSR Discord. You can find the link below in the panel or go to our About section on the Twitch page, and you can find all the relevant links there.
I'll be back.
He's back. Yeah.
I'm back.
If Airfram is learning this game entirely on this channel, then yes, it'll be broken up into sessions because it's just too much at once. Um, all right. Stage 3. Go around the crate. Turn to the right. The rats show up. We hold down right. Turbo there a little bit. I mean, there's not, I'm literally holding one input the whole time. And now here comes the wave. So we go along this line. Yeah, Alien Hybrid's got some records in this game, which I was like, salute the alien. Up left. Get on the ladder. Nice, I got the proper frame cycle, so I can do the fast strat here. Oh, but see, my movement was poor. So in that case, just gonna take the ladder, whatever. We can live with it. It's okay to mess up, folks. What? Okay, maybe it's not okay to mess up. Scratch that. If you screw up, it's over. Okay, I guess in that case, then you'd actually be on this ladder. I was not expecting that. I thought
Wow.
the cycle was going to work properly, but it did not. Anyways, so that wasn't that great. But hey, demonstrating what can go wrong is just as important as demonstrating what can go right. And that is not an excuse. That is actual fact. So we open the door. I'm going to equip my card now. Again, doesn't really matter. Get away from me. I'm just going to hold down along this crate. The guy did not juke me. Oh, He hit me. Down. I got shot. It's okay. See, this is why messing up the water skip is kind of dangerous, because, like, you see how low my HP is? Like, you could run into some problems. Also, you've probably been noticing that I sometimes, like, I turn too quickly. This is, like, a really common mistake. When you turn a corner, wait until you actually see that snake has gone around the corner to, like, change direction. There are screens later on in the game where you really want to turn as fast as possible and not, like, go wide, but for the most part it's better just to wait until you see snake turn the corner. I'm just, masochistic and try to turn as tightly as possible all the time. Anyways, go pick up this card. Now for fun turning zone. I really like this screen. We go right. And like you said, this is all just a memorization game.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know which direction to go on the various screens, like, you're going to get hurt more and lose time. Press the button, pause it immediately, get in front of the door. I crawl, so I'm, like, right next to it. Once it lands, pause the game. And we go into the spiral. That was turbo. Your stream didn't pause, folks. Just turboing, because this is just follow the spiral, not a whole lot going on here. Hopefully get spotted here. Hold left. Up left. Last tile line, like you said. Up left. And then corner shadow, boom. Stage 3. All right, buddy, old pal.
All right.
Let's tie this all together.
Crates go straight up against the wall. Get the heck out of Dodge.
Yep. Your favorite screen. Easy. For the most part, this game so far has really just been about movement. We haven't had any boss fights yet or anything like that, but the next stage we have our first boss fight, so strategy will actually come into play there.
Oh,
I'm a little bit nervous about this one.
oh, that was weird.
Oh, yeah, so that can happen. Like, you could just be crossing the screen and still get hit by the wave and you won't take damage. It's kind of weird. I think you're too fast. Ooh, you weren't. Nice.
Nope. Alright, so just sit it out here. And then you wait, right?
And you wait. And then you should go to the next ladder and wait there. As we learned from my escapades earlier.
Oh, we came down too early.
Womp womp. We're all learning stuff. Okay. I'm gonna go use the restroom. You got this.
Okay. So, work our way around here. And I'm going to try to not get myself shot, which is always my goal. Since this is not the MSX version that I love to talk about all the time. We're going to go down. Ooh, yep, there we go. Getting shot. And through here, we got the gas room now. So as soon as we trigger that, we're just going to go, 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 go. And this is the cornering room. I got stuck a little bit there. That was a problem. But we're going to get the key card here, and then I got to equip that key card. Card 2, and as long as my movement is really tight, we'll see. We'll see if I'm going to be goofy and try to go for the 1 second time save. There we go. Up right in this room. Up into the door here. And we're going to meet the elevator and punch the elevator. Because punching elevators is cool. Nah, I take Plywood at his word. It's not really much pressure. I'm just having a good time playing a game here, learning. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait for the door open, and then we are out. So we're going to go off the top of the room here. And head our way down to Spiral Room. We're just going to do a little turbo as well. And we're going to make Snake turn left, but that's really right to us. The alert is cleared. We're going to go straight down and hope to get spotted, but that's not the case. Laser room, we don't care about the lasers. Up to the last tile, and boom. Okay, that's a keycard door. I gotta remember about that. The shadow was misaligned, but we did it. 423. And while we wait for Plywood to get back, let's run it back.
All right. I am back.
Oh,
423. Hell yeah. Came back just in time. I got myself some water, ate a shortbread cookie. We're great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have been restricting my calories, and that sounds fantastic.
This does not surprise me, Alien Hybrid. Eriphram, he has next to Jag, the most experience. Actually, I think I could make the argument that you have more experience with Jag with 2D games, because you've also played like the MSX versions as well.
Yeah.
And the Wii Virtual Console. Like you've gone into the thick of it.
I spent so much time trying to get that Wii Virtual Console version.
Nah, I just have fantastic timing. That's why I came back just in time. But that's why I speedrun. So
1, 2, 3. We're hopefully not getting caught this time. That's much better. Let's go for it. Risk it. Nope. Alright, so now we're just gonna wait. This is the letter you wait on, correct? If you goof up that timing?
Yep.
And then the next ladder up here.
So do you like having diagonals?
Oh, diagonals are fantastic. It's a whole different dimension.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Especially when corner punching becomes involved. That's a great little thing. And remembering to use them to not get shot.
Yeah, it makes movement in this game pretty interesting.
Oh, not into the crate. Ow. Down. This is the room I gotta remember to go down in. Since we're a superhuman and can hold our breath for a very long time, we just go.
Even after getting shot and smacked and carried away.
Tis only a
Fine.
flesh wound.
But you have no bloody arms left.
Equip the card. Let's navigate quickly. If I get held up, I gotta punch the guard out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm gonna rewind and cheese it now.
See, it's very tight.
Yep. It was that one little wide turn there.
Yep. Just one wide turn and you're not going to make it. Oh, you don't want to punch for those doors. Like the plain doors, you don't need to punch to wait.
I was just punching the punch.
Oh.
Well,
then carry on, my wayward son.
Unless it actually impacts timing, then I'll stop that.
You will be slower for any door that's not a card door. Yes.
Okay.
Because Snake will keep on moving. It's the card doors, like they take slightly longer to open, so Snake will try to go against the wall. Or the quote-unquote wall. It's not actually a wall.
Oh, so that's why we like that alert. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. Aside from, rewinding a little bit to remove some oopsies, but you have a good grasp on the first difficult stage of this run for sure.
Hey, step
Definitely
4.
Yep. Now it's time for stage 4. So, stage 4. BizHawk, don't crash. I'm just trying to save state. All right, so this is the first stage with a boss in it. Slasher Hawk. We have to get out of the watchtower. This part is really simple. Just run past the guard. Who cares? We're following Chris out of the watchtower. Let me turn on my audio again. So just follow Chris, go straight right. And then here. Oh, what is it? Let me save state here so I don't misinform you. You hold. Yeah, so you want to hold down right for this turret, and then you hold right. So it's like you're abusing iframe so you don't get shot twice, because if your movement's bad here, See how I kept on holding down right and I got shot twice?
Yeah.
Not good. So hold down right, then right, then can you no, you can't. Yeah. You're gonna take 2 shots here. It's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't worry about it. Because you'll have a rations. Very important you pick up those chaff for the full game run. Not for an individual level run of this, but for a full game run, you want those chaff. And then knock out this guard. Spiral fun, spiral fun. Now we go up. And I'm going to do a small delay. Very small, like momentary stop. Because if you turn perfectly, it didn't happen this time, but if your movement is crisp enough, when you get here, this guard can spot you. If you're too good, it ends up being a bad thing. So just to be safe, I always just like just stop for a fraction. Like it doesn't need to be long, just a little bit. Um that way there's no way this guard is going to see me. Because if that guard sees you, then I'm pretty sure you're in trouble. If my recollection serves me. Get spotted. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. I think the deal is okay. That matters for very hard, so I guess it doesn't really matter for normal. It's just that you might get hit. So don't worry about it. I guess that's more of a thing. It's because my brain has turned into very hard mush. Okay. Again, I just pay attention to the red lights and the lines to know when to pause and unpause. You'll get used to that with playing the game, but otherwise just wait until you hear the audio cue. Again, following Chris. Don't pick up the gas mask. Turn this corner. Hold up left. Doesn't matter, you get spotted by the camera. The alert's cleared. Oop. Make sure to be far enough left that the door actually opens. Just like be in the center. And then here, don't worry about the lasers. Once again, just go. Because the alert is cleared, thanks to Chris. Then hold up left. So yeah, the first part, that's pretty simple. I mean, stage 3 was way harder than that. You just kind of follow Chris out. I think the only like tricky screen is probably the that turret screen because you don't want to get shot multiple times,
Right.
Other than that, I mean, just follow Chris out the watchtower and follow the route. But once we get outside, that's when things get turned up to 11. Or I guess 4 since it's stage 4. So we're going to split up from Chris. She's going to go to the power plant and we're going to go to another fortification, the barracks where a doctor is. We got to go help out the good doctor. So outside is really where this stage is challenging. So definitely this would be another place to make a save state. 100%. We're going to go to the barracks. All right, so hold up right. We're going to go through these crates. I would suggest picking up this ration. You can avoid it, but for the intent of learning this game, just pick up this ration. It's not that far out of the way, and if you take too much damage in the next few screens, you will die and it'll be frustrating. You'll lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
So just pick it up. It's fine. All right, so this is the This is the switch puzzle. Thankfully, this puzzle is completely predictable.
Uh,
This is I literally just have the page open. Or you could write it all down on a notepad, whatever. But I just open up the page whenever. Um, so the thing you got to pay attention to is whatever switch this guard is pressing. Whatever switch this guard is pressing, that's going to determine the puzzle route that we take. On the wiki, which I will link in chat for everyone if you're curious about this. Follow the commentators, Sparty. I forgot to update that. Oops. Sparty, thanks for commentating. Um,
Doing a
we're
great job.
doing a great job, Sparty. Um, so this is the first pattern because it's whatever button this guard presses. I call that the solution button because that's the last button you press. So this is the first pattern. 4 patterns depending on what button he presses. In an RTA sense, we'd prefer this guard to press the 4th button. In-game time-wise, I never really tested which one is the fastest. Uh, don't worry about it. Like, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. You just need to have this page open or write it down. We want to shift the doors into this position where they're in the 2nd and 3rd. Well, depending on how you look at it, but we want to remove these doors and then move through like this. Yeah, people tend to get kind of frustrated by the puzzles. But thankfully this puzzle is completely predictable. So this is the first pattern. Depending on what pattern you get, it's going to change stuff up. But in this pattern, we're going to press the solution button. So that's the top button once, then the 3rd button, then the 4th button 3 times, and then the 1st button once. So this is going to remove 2 doors. This is going to put doors. It either removes or adds doors in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th position. And then we go to this button. This moves the doors. And then we press the 1st button to remove them. That's the basics of the puzzle. It doesn't really matter. You just follow the route. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure not to press the reset button. That's bad. You should never press the reset button because we know the solution. Okay, folks? You just follow the solution page and you're good. Thumbs up. That's the easy part, folks. That's the easy part. But now, now we got the dogs. Thankfully, we only encountered the dogs once. We should all be very happy that we only find the dogs once. So, go along this fence line. As you can see, the bird will cause an alert. These dogs start freaking out. Don't worry about that. We don't care. We're not trying to be stealthy, but... Okay, so there is a shadow point. I think it's right here. No. Wait, no, is it? I need to go review the video. You're going to have to bear with me for a second because I haven't run this category specifically in a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't go from the top. You go from the bottom. Okay. Yeah, this is why I double checked. There's a line that Casino Coin made that screen reliable. So you don't go along the fence. You go along the bush. And then you go, make sure I have the right spot. Yeah, it's like right there. That guard will never hit you as long as you go up left at the open gate shadow is what I call it. It's basically like where the gate is open, the door to that kennel, you go up left and you won't get hit.
Okay.
This is where like you really got to be on your movement or else you might die. It's really that simple. Um so at this point, if you want to be risky, you could punch this dog once and try to get out. There's a chance this dog will hit you if you do that. If you want to be safe, just knock out the dog like that and just run for it. There should be game sound. Oh man, I got my numbers mixed up. I'm not player 1. No, I am player 1. So why is there no game sound? What are you talking about? There should be game sound right now. Chat, is there game sound? Mixa hears game sound. Right now, I'm out of the screen. I'm paused. If I have the game paused, there's not going to be noise, folks. Come on. Come on. All right. While I'm moving around, there should be game noise. I'm not having a heart attack. No? Let me double check. That's bizarre. That's bizarre. I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, how about this? I'm going to restart BizHawk. And if we don't get game audio on my end, like hashtag sorry not sorry, we're just gonna roll with it. I don't know why that would be the case though, because I definitely have the audio open on my end for the stream. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, no, it's broadcasting through my OBS. Wait a minute. Okay, no, it's broadcasting through my OBS. So weird. All right, well, whatever. Y'all are just gonna have to hashtag deal with it. I gave it a go. Thankfully, we don't really need game audio all that much. Eriphram will be fine. I mean, there are audio cues, but you'll get used to that.
I mean, even in my setup here, I haven't heard your game audio the entire time, but that's
Yeah,
my audio setup here.
Yeah, we're all good. Try to press the buttons from the edges if you can, just so you're not like moving excessively. That's like really the only mechanical thing I have to teach about that other than look at the information. Okay, let me make a save state here. So yeah, the open gate shadow, I go up left, right there. This guard will not hit me. And then knock out this dog if you want to be safe. Just knock out the dog. You could do 1 punch if you want to be risky, but 3 punches is safe. Okay, so this next screen, there's a few different ways to do it, but what I do, I delay a little bit, and then just cross by that guard. So just like delaying. You could also just like wait here, go, and then go around that guard's back. So you want to hold upright. That's why I delay. Doot. Go behind that guard's back by holding upright and then just turn around him. Yeah, Eriphram got stage 1 world record. This guy's a pro, man. I mean, he was already nailing stuff in stage 3, which is not easy. It took him 2 attempts to get 35. Because I'm an incredible teacher. Also because Eriphram's a good player. Hold up right at this screen. I'm sorry, I keep on interrupting the meme a little bit too much.
I request a highlight so I could submit it for world record.
Yeah, for sure. That can be done. Okay, I should explain this. So notice this screen I'm holding upright. Go right, upright. These dogs have huge vision. Can you see my mouse cursor when I'm moving around?
Yeah.
They have, it's massive. It's like a huge bubble. Huge bubble. It's like a diamond pattern like this. And as they move, it moves. But like these dogs have insane range. So you need to be clearing them a lot, like by a huge amount to avoid getting spotted by them. So we're going to pick up these grenades. And there's two options here. There's the way we do it on very hard to avoid damage, and then there's the way on normal where you may take damage, but it's a little bit faster. I'll show the very hard variant just because it avoids damage, and you might like that. So once I pick up these grenades, I'm going to hold down left. And then when I get to this corner of this shrub, I go up left. So this dog's like, oh no, there he is. But here's the thing. He's not going to catch up. So even if he spots you, it makes no difference. The alternative, let me review what the alternative is so I don't falsify any records. So I believe the alternative is you run along the bush, if I recall correctly. Let me just review my run real quick before I say anything false. The only thing is like, stage 4 is a potential reset point because if you're trying to do things as fast as possible, because there's like other strats I haven't shown you, like that screen where I waited for those guards. You don't actually have to wait. You could just there's a different strat that involves running on alert, but it's like a risk reward kind of thing. But
Okay.
here, since your HP can vary, you want to be careful because if you die, it's basically a reset. So, right. Okay, that's what you do. So, if you want to take this risky and not have to go like down to avoid getting hit, you do this. So, like, I went way wide up here. But see, this time he actually hit me. It's not guaranteed. Very important that you go wide. When these dogs attack, the attack lasts very long. It's huge. The hitbox is pretty big, and if you're not careful, you can just get chained by the dogs. Like they can chain hit you really easily, and that causes death. So yeah, two options there. I forget what the difference in time is, but this method where I go down is slower, but hey, you never get hit, so there's that.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, so go for that. And then we're going to press this button. Do not forget to press that button. If you ever die, by the way, it'll bring you back to this screen. Like after this point, this is a checkpoint if you die. So like let's say you die while trying to get over to here, do not forget to press the button again because the doors will be closed. I've
Yeah.
seen people make this mistake where they get to continue here and then they are like, "All right, time to go over there again," and they forgot to press the button, and then you just feel like a dummy. So, don't do that. All right. Exiting this screen is a little tricky. I'm going to pause right where you want to go down right. Here. You see this thing? This little gap here? You want to go down right here. If you go too late, that dog's going to notice you. If you go too early, that dog's going to notice you. Go along this mud. Boom. One punch. One punch buffer. If you don't do a one punch buffer and you're fast, that dog's going to notice you. And yeah, not a good situation. One punch buffer.
Okay.
This is the birds room. Thankfully, since we're on normal, you don't care about the birds room. Just go up. Just go up. All right, and we're at the final dog screen. The final dog screen. After this point, there's no more dogs. Hooray. So here, you notice I like held straight up, right?
Yeah.
Now at this point, we're going to be going into this spot right here. We're going to be going into this spot and it's going to bait the dogs into a position where they can't hit us. But there's one thing, there's a problem. And that problem is we need to delay the slightest amount because the cycle isn't quite right. If you go straight here, the cycle's going to be wrong. At least it didn't seem like it was. Maybe I didn't turn like perfectly. Let's see. Wait, is the dog pattern different on normal? No way, right? Is the dog pattern actually different on normal? Does this still work?
It's a good question.
That is a good question because you can't do this on very hard. Okay, this is something that I'm gonna have to consult the books, but at least on very hard you have to delay a little bit. I actually think the pattern is different on very hard. Because I don't think you can do. So we're learning things together. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, yeah, the pattern is different. That's bizarre. Well, I learned something new. Okay, so just run. Just run for this alcove. And here's my cue. You see this dog right here? This left dog? Once it's like right
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna move. And they get confused. Like they just kind of like hang around in the alcove. They don't actually hit you. Which is great because we don't want to get hit by the dogs, especially since we have a boss fight coming up. So wait for that dog to be in that position. Pick up the ration. So there's a ration here. I already picked up that ration earlier. So I'm full on rations right now. We haven't gotten an upgrade yet to hold more rations. So what you can do is either you could skip the ration entirely. This ration's more efficient than the other one, but again, just for safety purposes, it's good to pick that one up. So you could eat a ration and then pick this one up. That way you're at max HP going into this boss fight. You know, for now, for safety purposes. And then you bring out your grenades, but we're not going to go to Slasher Hawk yet since it's a little bit much. So let's start from the top. Stage is weird. Like, the start of it really isn't that hard, but then the second half is really involved.
Right. Follow the leader, followed by puzzles and dogs.
Puzzles and dogs. Puzzles and dogs and birds. Lots of birds. So hold down right, right, upright. You want those chaff. Ideally, that's the only damage you take until the boss. Any questions about this stage so far?
No, not really. Spent some time reading the solutions for the puzzles. Now I understand how that works. I found the word actually lists out the button order.
Yeah, I have it written out 2 ways. Because those are the way it's written out. It like shows the memory address, like what the memory ID is in the game for each button. So then one of them is like, okay, here's the order of the buttons, and then the next one is here's the order that you do them in. Different ways of writing it out, because I originally had it only in that like grid style, and Jag was like confused. Like he's like, "What is this? How am I supposed to read this?" I'm like, "Okay, I got to write this out another way." So we just exit. I mean, there's really not much to say about this part. Thankfully, it's easier than going up the tower. Watch him first try this. I'm not going to put that kind of expectation on anyone. The watchtower is simple, but outside is not. Okay, so for safety purposes, we're going to pick up the ranch and... we're going to get the first pattern because this is a save state. But there's 4 different patterns, folks. Believe me. So we're going to press the first button, the third button, the 4th button 3 times, and then the first button. All right. Once we get to the open gate, we're going to hold up left. Hold up. I'm going to one punch this dog. This is the risky strat. You might get hit. Wait for the guard to pass if you want to be safe. The other method is listed on the wiki. I'm just not going to bother going over that. Hold up right. Then we're going to go along this shrub. And since you said you want to be safe, we're going to go down left. It's like a check mark. Boom. This dog notices us. It doesn't matter. Sometimes he won't notice you if your movement's really good, but who cares? He's not ever going to hit us. So he's so out of position. And then make sure to hit that corner. This is a real, like, screwing that up is really bad. You're going to get hit really hard by those dogs. So the dog screens are just very punishing if you make a mistake. Go along the top side. Oops, turn around the corner and hold up. And normal is different. We can just run straight there. Oh, wait. Oh, see, that happened. See, the dog went into a weird spot. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So why didn't it happen the last time? That's interesting. All right, slight delay. Just a slight stutter step. It should be fine now. Yep. So yeah, do a slight stutter step. I don't know what happened the last time, but I got hit. It's okay. Because
Maybe you had a slight stutter before when we were rewinding back and forth. That's the only thing I
Yeah,
could think of.
maybe. Yeah. But good news, I have a ration, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm at max HP and max rations, so, you pick up that ration, everything should be hunky-dory. And then at this point, is Slasher Hawk, but we're not going to get into that. We're now going to see how you handle stage 4.
Oh,
And
wrong screen.
hopefully,
No.
hopefully, people can hear his gameplay. Okay, they can. Whew. These are the baddies, Black Chamber. All right. Oh, that's bizarre. They can hear. They can hear. I tried putting on my gameplay audio again, and they could hear it through your audio, but not. What? That's so weird. Whatever. Oh, it's probably because you have me open. That's probably why. But why then?
But I have the viewer muted though.
Man, there's
Like,
some.
I don't.
There's the. Okay, did anyone else hear that? We're having some technical difficulties today, folks. This is why the show got delayed by about 45 minutes. So I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. You're doing great, though. Keep it up.
Does the elevator have a set amount of time it takes to
Nah, it's random.
show up?
Yeah, it might be fast, might be slow. Typical MGS stuff. Yeah, I mean, aside from some slight delays where you're like, what room am I in? I mean, this part's so easy. It's cake. Okay, definitely make a save state right here.
9. There we go.
Don't forget that ration. Nice.
4.
Yeah, you go a couple seconds out of the way for, guaranteed safety, basically. So it's a worthwhile trade.
All right, so the solution for 4 is 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 4.
Oh, one little thing that I didn't mention to you. So if you have the third or fourth buttons, you should always go below that pillar, that like square pillar. Don't go above, right?
Okay.
Since you're gonna it's just like you'll save like half a second or whatever, because if you're going to the top, you want to go up. If you're going to the bottom, you want to go below.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep, good place for a save state. This is très difficile.
Oop. Yay!
Yay! Oh yeah, do
All right.
not go down the middle. I forgot to mention this to you.
Thanks, Plywood.
Yeah, don't go down the middle. Well, at least you now see why you don't want to mess with the dogs.
It was a trap. All right, that was 4.
Yeah, it'll be the same. This gets determined when
2,
you start the
1.
run. So
1, 1, 3. All right, let's pause here a second, and I'm on to my last slot at the moment. 0.
yeah, you want to. I would say, if you're gonna overwrite anything, probably overwrite your stage 1 save, since
So don't go down the center. Punch. Let's see if we get bit.
Nice. Go around his back. Nice.
All right, so that's up the right side here. Grab the grenades. We're gonna do a wide check mark, and then just run. Punch the button.
Yep. That's right. You could punch the button on the other side, but there's not really a reason to, since we're already on the right excuse me, on the right side when we start here. So
Around.
yep, 1 punch buffer. Man,
Up, just up.
nah, his name is Slasher Hawk. I forget what the bird is called.
Punch the button. Not really.
Yep. And give yourself a heal before you pick up the ration.
What button is that again? Start.
B. Yeah, A confirms, B uses the item. So you have to
Okay,
see. The
there we
thing
go.
is, now you have to get onto the ration again. This is why this gets weird.
I know
And-
I wasn't on there to start with. And then we're gonna equip the grenades.
Yeah, Bungil.
And then I'm here.
I would have
You
the
want me to-
ration out for this. You can make a save state over your stage 1.
Oh, okay. That's not a card door. Okay.
No, that's not a card door.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So, let's go over Slasher Hawk. So this is the first boss fight of the game. This guy throws boomerangs. He has a bird named Bungil. You probably notice boomerangs flying around while you're running around outside. Don't worry, those can't hurt
Yep.
you. Everyone freaks out the first time they see them. Like, am I gonna get hurt? I thought so too when I came back to this game. Nope. No, they don't hurt you. Japanese is faster. It saves you a lot of time. See all these words? These words are much larger in English. One of the European languages might be faster than English, but I don't know what that is. All right, so this guy has two different kinds of boomerangs. He has red boomerangs and green boomerangs. The red boomerangs travel in a linear path. The green boomerangs zigzag. And whenever the boomerangs are done with their path, they always return to his right or your left side. So they always come this spot. It's like, let's say he throws a boomerang right here, a red boomerang like this. So it'll go whoop, and then it'll go whoop. That's important because you don't want to like run into the boomerang while it's coming back. There's two phases to this fight. The first phase, it's just him. The second phase, he sicks the bird on you. On normal difficulty, the bird moves fairly slowly. I wouldn't worry about the bird too much. Um, just be aware of that. We can only damage him by throwing grenades. This is like a wall, so we're throwing grenades over the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, he explains that they're boomerangs in the cutscene, but and they're what we call boomerangs, but they're called wilgies. Yep. Gooseneck boomerangs. They're razor sharp. They hurt like heck, so we don't want to get hit by them. And also, since we're rank 1, so to speak, we haven't cleared any bosses yet. Um our HP is as low as it can possibly be, which makes this fight a little scary in its own way, since we don't really have a whole lot of leeway. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be running along the wall. I'm going to have rations out. You can try to dodge the boomerangs, but you know, basically be along this side so you can avoid the boomerang returning. And then you wait out the iframes. The iframes, he basically flashes 7 times, and then I throw again. His invincibility frames last 2.5 seconds, but it takes half a second to throw the grenade. So basically, every 2 seconds, I throw a grenade. And you want to track the grenades, like you throw the grenade predicting which way he's going. He's going to go left until he hits the wall, then he's going to go right. Pretty simple. But just be aware that the explosion radius is sizable but not huge. So you want to hit him. You want to throw the grenade in his general direction. That's I guess goes without saying. But and then besides that, if you ever run out of grenades, which you really don't want to do, but if you run out of grenades, go back down and the grenades will spawn on one of each side, the left or right. Okay, so let's do the fight. It's right there. I took 2 hits. I don't really care. I'll just equip my rations. Mistime my throw. A little bit early. So this is the cutscene that phase 2 starts. And if you noticed, the iframes he was in was canceled by this cutscene, so I immediately threw another grenade. Bird flies really slowly on normal. It's not really much of a concern. And he starts moving around. If you want to be safe, just wait until he stops flashing to throw the next grenade. And then he's dead. It's really not that bad of a fight on normal. Especially when you have rations. If you're going for Doberman rank, then it's a bit of a different story since you don't want to have ever use rations in this fight. But yeah, pretty simple fight. Like I said, red traveling the line, green zigzag. follow them around. Time out your grenades. If you want to like count to yourself 1,000, 2, 1,000, then throw, you can do that. Or pay attention to him flashing. Whatever works for you. Phase 2. Try not to waste grenades, by the way. This will be important for later. We want to have as many grenades as we can. Wasting grenades will end up biting you in the ass later on. The resource management in this game is kind of important. It's okay if you like miss one or whatever, but try not to. So yeah, that's Slasher Hawk. Let's see how you handle the Birdman. And I'm not talking about Tony Hawk.
Let's see what the heck happens. Oops. All right, so holding the button launches that right out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, so typically you're going to be able to throw a grenade right at the start of phase 2. So always try to be facing him down once you've done enough hits to initiate phase 2. All right, not bad.
There we go.
Yeah, it's not really that hard of a fight. I mean, obviously, you can make it faster by, timing out your throws properly, but not really that hard.
Almost reminds me a tiny bit of that one Snake's Revenge boss in the boat.
What?
This is much better.
The three burly dudes?
Yeah, where you're chucking grenades at people in holes.
Mm-hmm. That fight's kind of fun. I like the I mean, it's no football players. I mean, I'll admit that, but
I died too much at that one accidentally to piss me off.
That boss is kind of BS. Okay. Do you feel ready to do this? I think you have this stage down fairly well. You want to just do it on your own? I don't think I need to demo it for you.
Let's get to it.
All right, cool.
All right, what's Dave's stage? Well, that one. Okay.
And then after you're done with this stage, if you feel comfortable enough, we'll do 1 through 4.
That sounds good. I'm getting pretty close to the amount of time I have allotted to this too, so
honestly worked out perfectly because we try to aim for the show to be about 3-ish hours, and because of the structure of this game, it doesn't really make sense to like teach. All right, we're going to teach the first 4 stages, then you're going to do the first 4 stages over and over again. It'll be interesting to see how you handle stage 1 and 2 after spending the better half on 3 and 4.
Where do I go? Where do I go? I forgot.
Go the correct way. Be sure to follow Sparty, everyone. Or, follow Eriphram legitimately. Eriphram, or myself, or this channel if you're not following this channel already. If you're not following this channel already, what are you doing? I mean, come on. You can find Eriphram at twitch.tv/ERIPHRAM or me at twitch.tv/Plywood_. And Eriphram, you're actually going to be in ESA coming up, and me. We're both going to be in ESA. What are you going to be doing for ESA?
If you like wizards and you like death, I'm playing the Immortal. Good old classic game.
Oh man, that game is a lot of fun to watch.
At a prime time spot of 4:53 a.m. Eastern time.
Heck
no,
yeah!
4:32 now.
Oh man, if you're European, you get ready for your cup of coffee and the Immortal. Or rather, you should get the coffee pot now that I think about it.
I put that down as an incentive. I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Get the coffee pot!
421114. Oh, what do you know? The guard sped up. Whoops. I already forgot what I said. 4.
Yep. Position 4.
2. 1. 1. 1. 4.
Fun fact, when I started running this game, I thought it was just random and I would just be willy-nilly about it.
Not the center.
Not the center, no. No, that's a death trap. Good delay. Better around in the grass. You know, you could also punch as well, but hey.
That's for elevators.
Oh, that's right. It's for the elevators and the doors, the car doors. The big old check mark. Oh, yeah, that's not a big check mark. Rash it. Oh. Not the big check mark. That was a slightly smaller check mark. You gotta clear the bush. Yep. There.
What are you talking about? Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything went perfectly.
First try.
But I'm gonna hold you to this that you can't be using rewind when we do 1 through 4.
No, I'll deal with it when I do the 1 through 4.
All right, very good. Oh, you should cross
now,
back to the left, by the way. Like, once you clear the mud, you should cross back to the left, because you're kind of going all the way around.
Yeah, at this point, I just kind of want to ingrain the movement in.
Yep, that's very key. And then a slight delay. Yep. Perfect. Well done.
Alright, that is B. We'll leave the rations on and equip boom booms.
Yes, equip the boom booms.
It goes boom.
It goes boom. We pick up the grenades. And now it's time for Birdman.
Oh, wrong button. I'm throwing them slightly too early, aren't I?
Just a little bit. Like, if you just waited a tiny bit longer, it would have been perfect. Alright, make sure to throw that grenade the moment cutscene's over.
Again, there we go. Okay, just be patient.
Yeah. It pays to be patient here. Like, you know, when you feel comfortable with the timing, then you cut it as close as you want. But like I said, it pays to be patient for your for the good of your. All right, yeah, you got to go back down to the bottom. Get yourself some more grenades. And boom. All right. Well, a little choppy, but hey, we got there.
That one will come with practice.
Yeah, that one, it's a practice intensive stage for sure. All right, folks. So we have done the learning. We done the learning. Now's the time for the last part of this show where we're going to see Eriphram do all of it together. With my support, of course, I'll be here. So we're going to change over scenes and get it done. Oh, this is, I'm not the one playing. All right, you know what? I realize now you should have been on the code I'm on. So we're actually going to not
Ah,
have it on this layout. My bad. All right. That's something to remember for next time. So I'm going to just make my screen blank. Okay. We're good. Yeah, that was me. We're not. I'm not. I'm not doing that. Wait, what?
all right.
What
You
is
all
going
good?
on? Uh, OBS freaking out? Oh, okay. Hang on. Don't worry, guys. I definitely have this all together. I was gonna change scenes. It's gonna change that, but you know what? It's not worth it. I'm doing some tech spaghetti, but we're here. Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
We're good now. All right. So do a hard reset of the game. I don't know if you did already. I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, timer starts.
I just reset.
I didn't know. I didn't know. It's okay. I wanted a countdown, man. You just started going. I'm like, wait a minute.
I want my bagel.
Oh man, dude, I'm hungry too. It's okay. We'll get the bagels. All right, give me a countdown here.
All right.
So on difficulty select.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. See, now we can all cheer and be excited. This guy just like starting from a save state. What the heck?
I probably should have unbound the rewind button for an accident.
It's okay. We're not going to hold it too much against you. As long as it's accidental. Don't mash. Okay. We're good. Moment anyone starts mashing codecs in this game, I get triggered. I'm like, no, you're making it harder on yourself. No. So far, so good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Eriphram, level with me. What are you having for dinner tonight?
I honestly don't know yet. I gotta go out and plan that out. Could be chicken, or could be tacos.
Let's see, tonight is taco night for us. Got some homemade guac and
That,
salsa.
or maybe Jen has food already ready for me, and then I'd be a really happy guy.
She'll have food prepared for you if you nail water skip first try.
What happened to Plywood not applying any pressure? Wow.
Oh, oops. Hey, it's not like I'm racing you right now. I mean, come on. It's just a blank screen. I can't even win.
So you're the no racer this time.
Yes.
Honestly, I had pickle pizza for the first time the other night. Now I really want to try and make pickle pizza.
Pickled pizza? Like pickles on pizza?
Yeah, yeah, pickle pizza.
Wow.
It was really good. It wasn't a tomato sauce, so
What date and time is my GQ? I'll look that up. It's let's see. Ghost Babel is at 5:28 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday, August 19th. So that'd be 6:30 a.m. for the East Coast. Welcome, Jag, and everyone rating in. We are actually seeing the fruits of our labor. Eriphram's doing the first 4 stages of Ghost Babel on normal difficulty. So this will be the conclusion of the stream.
be honest, I'm missing the turbo function right now during practice.
Yep. But hey, now you know why I like playing on JP and not English. It's this codec. Yeah, if you're curious what that time is, I can just this is the schedule, so just it'll show it to you in your own. Whoa, what just happened?
I got caught and I didn't do it right after the codec.
Well, that's okay. Flying by the seat of our pants. And we're out there. Boom. The pants are flying.
Oop. Come on, controller.
Oh. Okay. Could have been better, but hey. No death. Didn't get super stuck.
No, just had to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, don't feel like turning there. You can just hold left. Don't bother turning. Great.
All right, let's see if I remember routing now. This is where it gets good fun.
Yeah. Yep. This is where the rubber meets the road.
The water.
The rubber meets the water skip. Nice. Didn't get caught.
Oh.
Boom. Look at that. Held down right. Like a boss.
A, B, A. Creative names.
Now it's time for water skip.
Let's see what happens.
Will the dinner be prepared? Or will be like, sorry about that.
Ah.
Oh, I know what that means. Oh. Like, I could do it, I could do it. Oh. He got the first one. That's he just wanted to fly close to the sun. That's all it is.
Hey, can't get better if you don't try.
That's right. All right. Now to find Chris. Ooh. Got caught in that little cubby. And then it just dominoes from there. Ooh, that guy did the moonwalk. It's okay, folks. We're still moving along smoothly here as Eriphram enters the gas room. Get those hard turns.
Oh, there we go. That direction.
The blessing and the curse of diagonal movement. Whoa! I thought that was you at first. I was like, "What is happening?" No.
My dog got into the room apparently.
All right.
That scared me too.
What up, dog? Oh, my dog.
All right, we're gonna abuse the that there to let him out of a room. And pick the controller back up and keep going.
Nice.
That broke my concentration real bad. Oh boy. All right, this is okay. We're here. Wherever here is.
Floor 2, the
Two.
watchtower. That last tile line, boom. All right, you know what? Aside from flying a little bit too close to the sun, that was not bad. Still an excellent time. All right, now we have the last stage. This is the last stage of the game, folks. Game ends right here. This is the demo. If you spend money for the DLC, you'll see all these characters.
Oh, I'm cheap. I don't want to do that. Let's quit after this.
Yeah, I agree. You open up the loot box and there it is. There's Black Chamber.
Blah, 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 blah. Stop talking. I want to play.
Oh, here's the best part. You have to slowly watch her walk out of this room.
I'll check my text messages.
Yep, good time for that for sure. But hey, now you get a sense of the actual timing.
Do. Punch, punch, punch.
Yeah, the even though the dog barked, it's a much better dog than the dogs in this game, so.
There's no denying that. Helping around.
We ignore the item to our side because it's worthless. The gas. Nah, don't worry about the gas. Snake is a professional. He's
Makes him
learned
stronger.
he's learned how to deal with the gas over time. Nah, not ass. Gas.
Which one do we have? It looks like 4 again. Yep. 42114.
That's the fastest one RTA. So yeah, make sure to go below the pillar, not above it. Nah, that ain't Meryl. That's Chris. That's Chris.
Four, two, one, two, three, four. Not the center. One punch.
That's right. I think that was my favorite moment of teaching stage.
Was a setup.
It was definitely a setup.
That and my poor memory. It's a good way to learn that lesson, to be honest, is to make that mistake.
Yep, exactly. But will he get the big check mark? Will he get verified by Twitter? Boom. Boom,
Nope.
He didn't get hit by the dog. I love that chat's chiming in with my teaching method. You guys are really helping out here. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. You know, we're about to be finished with this broadcast. I know it was a little bit uneven and had some technical issues, but hey, we did it. Episode 2 in
It happened.
It happened. That's right. We're still working out the kinks. Oh, slight delay. Bring them over. Boom. Got
Punch
our
the button,
ration.
right?
Get your food on.
Listen to talking.
Yep, and we're coming up on our the end of the game, folks.
I just realized there's no mumble speak on this one.
On Hawk, yeah, there should be a beepity beep beep beep. I dodged out of the way. All right, finish strong. Let's avoid picking up that grenade pack.
There we go.
Nice. All right. Boom. GG, Eriphram.
Thank you.
And that, my friends, is going to be this episode of I'm No Rookie. Eriphram, how did you feel about the process today?
It was pretty good. Definitely like going back and forth. It definitely, at least for my learning style, it's helpful to see a little bit and then do it, and then once we conclude it, to repeat it once or twice. It's helpful to me.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, I don't know if you want to continue learning this game on stream. That's definitely an option over the next bit of time. Um, Probably if we were to do that, we'd probably do another, 4 stages or so and, do it like that. And then, you know, By that point, the last set would be 5 stages, and you'd learn the whole game.
Yeah.
Now, for everyone watching, again, if you're interested in either coaching or participating in the show, please go over to the MGSR Discord, the general channel, and go to the pinned message that will lead you to the Google form to submit yourself to the process of learning a speedrun. Because really, anyone can learn a speedrun, folks. Anyone can do it. You too can get stage 1, 35 seconds. It is definitely doable. Um, with that, folks, unless Eriphram has any departing words, I think that's going to be it for us.
Nothing too special. Just I appreciate everyone's positive energy in the chat and the support, and thank you for all the GGs. Really appreciate it. And Plywood, I want to thank you for taking the time to A, put on the show, and B, teach me this game.
Thank you, Eriphram, for learning this BA game. Best all around game. So yeah, we're gonna bring this over to Sergeant Silent. He's actually playing some Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker on his channel. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, we'll be doing more to this show in the future. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears tuned to the MGSR Discord, the Twitter, etc. Hang out with the community, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Have a good one, everyone.